How's it going, guys? We'll let this play out.
Often signal the end of a vanquisher's career. I came to restore the flow of Ember, but the darkness below Torchlight ran far deeper than the mines. It would be a test of both my skill and my conviction. Evil must be torn out at its root, and this one had buried itself deeply.
Alright, so this is Torchlight. If you never heard of it, not a big surprise. Torchlight is basically a 2.0 version of Diablo. It's a little more cartoonish in a sense, but it's a really good game. I love it. I've put several hundred hours into this game, especially Torchlight 2. So we're taking a break from Age of Empires. I might have actually found out the way to actually adjust the thing. I had to fickle around in OBS, and there's a thing that says adjust to resource size, which is supposed to exactly what it's supposed to do to adjust your screen size to the display capture or game capture of it. So it should technically work. I'll make sure I do that for Age of Mythology, so you don't have to see the black bars and stuff like that. I try to run League of Legends. The problem that I have with League, I don't know what it is. I can run League perfectly on my laptop, not a single goddamn problem as long as my laptop has done stupid updates. The problem that I have with it is this gaming tower has more power than my laptop does, yet it struggles to run League. That's one feature I don't like about it. The second one is, like I've told you guys before, I'm using a standard box screen monitor. It's for beginners, so what I don't like about it is because it's usually, these type of monitors are made to be by 800 by 600. So if you stretch them out, it doesn't stretch out to the point where it looks crystal clear. And with your characters when playing League, it's supposed to be zoomed out so you can see more. It still keeps your characters zoomed in. I do not like that. So for League of Legends, for Summoner's Rift, I may not actually do that. I'll probably just end up doing TFT. I'll have to see how well League of Legends runs with that, because Summoner's Rift, it runs fine, but the resolution for it is so butt ugly, and I do not like it. So we're taking a break from Age of Mythology, and we're going to play some Torchlight. This is basically our gunslinger, and that's tutorials. Sure, we'll keep this on. So she uses pistols, blunderbusters, and bows. As you have your health, you have your mana, which is over here too. You have your skills from basically 3 to 0. You have your talent portal. You have your identity for the skull. The one thing you don't get in Diablo, you do get in Torchlight, is you get your animals. So for Torchlight 1, you get a wolf and a cat. In Torchlight 2, you actually get more type of animals. So which is pretty cool. And some of the whole dialogue thing, I'll let you guys read it, because you know how well my reading is. But this is your GP, so that's your gold, your XP, and your fame. Fame is basically any unique monsters, boss that you defeat goes to fame, which is adds to bonus points to your character, which allows you to get an extra skill point. Speaking of that, let's see here. We got inventory. Yeah, we know that. You have your rings and your amulets. You have your whole chest piece. Your inventory's down here. Your spells are kept separate in here. And your fish. Kind of curious, what the hell does fish have to do in a Torchlight game? Well, good question. Fish allows your pet to actually change into different things. You can change to a different enemy. You can change into a spider. You can change into a troll. And it's really good because it gives your pet buffs and stuff like that. So you go to your character sheet. You have your strength. I don't know if it tells you. Okay, yeah, it does. Strength increases melee damage by direct percentage. You have your dexterity. Dexterity increases range damage by direct percentage. You have your magic, which increases elemental. That's for the alchemist. And you have your defense. We all know what that does. And for resistances, like Diablo has fire, electric, cold, and poison. This basically has the same thing, except you have your poison, you have your fire, you have your cold and your electric. So, and then you have your fame, and then you have your XP. I named her Violet. So, and it says unrecognized but the more fame you actually get, the more your title will actually change. So there's that. Let's go to our skills. You have your simple skill tree. At least with these ones, if you actually reach the actual level for the skill, for instance, like this one is, does it tell you? Yeah, it requires level 25. If you save up all your points and you actually become level 25, you can automatically choose this. You don't have to go down each skill tree in order to get that, to waste points. Which is really annoying with Diablo. I love the game, but that's one of the features I do not like. And you have your marksman, you have your rogue, you have your arbiter. Let's see, you have your journal. This gives you a list of all your stuff through the game. We're playing on normal difficulty. You have your pet sheet. Thank you, we know that. We don't need this. You have your pet. Your pet can also wear collars and stuff like that. You have your amulets and rings for your pets. You have your pet damage. They have the same thing. Your magic and stuff like that. So, pets are a little more limited, but they also have their own inventory that you can actually just throw your stuff over if your inventory gets full. And the cool thing about it is that you can actually send your pets to town and they'll be gone depending on how much stuff you have, and they'll actually bring back money for you. So that's really cool. I like that. You have your auto map, which is that, and then your options. So, and you have your zoom in too, which is pretty cool. I apologize if you hear my mouse clicking. You will hear that a lot.
Help or stay out of the way.
Yeah, you gotta help this guy out here. So,
Brink, over
this
here.
guy over here, the one that's hitting her on the shield, he's one of the main enemies.
You all right, Sil? Rest here a while. I'm going ahead to finish the job.
Only main characters like him and Syl over here will actually have auto dialogue. The rest you have to read. So, just giving you guys a heads up.
It's no wonder Master Ulrich sent for my help. The Ember mines are overrun with these creatures. His letter was urgent, but I had no idea how dire things had become. I am Syl, and that was my companion, Brink. We'd only just arrived in Torchlight, and it looks like we're going to need some help. You look capable, and I can pay you well. Please, catch up to Brink before he gets himself killed.
We got ya. Don't worry.
Done a new quest.
And down here you have your green, your blue, your gold, and your purple. Purple is sets pieces. Gold's your rares. Blues,
I've arrived in Torchlight and begun my exploration of the tunnels below. These mines are vast and aglow with ember. I've never seen so rich a vein. Miners labor to extract it and take no heed of my warnings. I cannot blame them. I, too, could not resist the pull of ember. This ember is the same as that which afflicts me. The taint within it resonates with the corruption in my bones. I can feel it so clearly now. Blight springs from the depths and flows up through the veins. To purge myself of this evil, I must find the source.
So basically what Ember is, it's a form of magic mutation that's in shards, and it just tends to corrupt people and make them evil. So take heed of that from Ulrich's journal. So this is your standard dungeon. You have your little regular barrels, you have your little scenery. Sometimes you might come to like one of these areas and you might see a fishing spot, and it's little time fishing things, and you have your little explosive barrels. Sometimes you might come across little TNT charges that open up little secret areas. And we have a little special ability here, which is Ricochet, which is really nice. Any close areas helps out a lot. And you can also use it, you have your regular attack, and you have your right mouse button you can use. So it works pretty cool. But this is definitely like one of my most favorite games for like RPG style. And I did turn down the volume because it was blaring in my ears. And I know if it was blaring in my ears, it would definitely be blaring in your guys'. So I had to turn that down for you guys. So Hope you're not afraid of spiders. And you can turn off the blood too, so if you're squeamish even about game blood, you can turn that off. And potion size will change too. The higher level you are, the bigger potion sizes you'll get, so to cover more health and stuff like that for you guys. So there's that too. And your little orange bar down here is your XP bar. I don't think Fame has a bar on this one. I think it does have it in Torchlight too. And I think that one's purple. I apologize for the really loud clicking, but like I said, my mic is literally right next to my stuff, so occasionally you'll come across NPCs in here who will be like merchants and stuff like that. Oh, and for you Souls people who like to play the Dark Souls games, there are mimics in this game, so be careful. And some of the easiest ways to do, you can either click on it or you can fire a spell at it. And sometimes this map does have transparency, so like you can be like on this side of the wall over here and see enemies over here that'll be glowed in red, and sometimes it works with chests. So you should be good if he's just a merchant. Did I see a rotten crossbow? I think it's yeah. A rotten crossbow. Oh, it's better than ours. What do we got here? Level 2 boots. We can't use this yet. Alright, let's talk to this man. What you got, buddy?
Hello.
Hello. So this thing is Ratlin's radar supplies. They never bother looking in the barrel. Let's have my extra kit in them and should save stuff. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. These are the little rat people he was talking about. Oh. If it's rumbling, you know there's a boss. Jello! Jello's disgusting. I'm sorry. I've eaten so much Jello in my life, I do not like Jello. And if you do, well, I apologize for hating on Jello. Pudding is the way to go, but even then, like, pudding can be over sweetened too. It says you gain then your stats that just let you know you leveled up. And with some games do it, some games don't. Where if you're like almost completely dead, I know Skyrim is one of those games that does it. It does refill up your entire health, so which is really nice. And okay, strength is really not needed, and neither is magic for the archer. You can put in there if you want. Some equipment, some sets will require to have strength or magic. So really choice optional, but magic. That's more for your elemental. Strength we're really not going to use. So I think we'll just do the 2-3-3 thing. We're gonna put 2 points on dexterity and then put the rest of the points into our scaling. It'll make us slightly weaker, but it should even out our... Excuse me, sir. It should even out our stats to the point if we come across something that's really good, we can use it. Yeah, ranged experts. And we have needle arc, which is basically you just shoot a thing of lightning. No, that's as far as arc of 5 darts. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the elementalist or alchemist. Excuse me. Lightning bomb. Puzzle lightning. What do you guys say? You want to chuck some lightning bombs at people? Try that out. And you can reset your stat points in this game, if I remember correctly. That might be a Torchlight 2 thing only. So, you have tab, which allows you to switch between only 2 spells. So, for instance, when you press tab, we go over here, boom. We just have lightning bolt now. Or lightning bomb, excuse me. Let's see what we can do in here. And accuracy, attack rating, I'm pretty sure is a thing in this game too. So, this right here, plungers. They allow you to take out this debris right here. As you can see, a little thing of dynamite. You click that. Sometimes you'll get loot, sometimes you'll get a crap ton of enemies, and sometimes you'll get a little bit of both, and a mimic. So be careful. Mimics are not exactly difficult in this game. They won't instantly kill you, like in the Souls games will be. But, you know, they can be a little shock. Okay, I've got our first pair of blue boots. We can't use them. As you can see, it requires level 3 and requires magic of 11. So, there's that. Put some boots down here. We don't want to be running barefoot now. Nothing like walk around barefoot outside and you get a piece of sharp rock stabbing you in the bottom of your foot. I know that too many times. Boom! Great crowd control. So yeah, there's that. For her, because I already have one of my characters right now, and she's level 39, so I've already beaten the game. And she uses pistols. So strictly for this run, we're going to do strictly nothing but bows and crossbows. We have our little spell things like that. We'll use that. But as for like pistols or blunderbusters and shotguns and stuff like that, we will not be using. And there is attack speed in this game too, so be wary of that. Some weapons will fire a lot more quicker than others. Get out of here. This is a very fun and addicting game. They do have it on, I'm pretty sure they have it on PS3, and I know they have it on Xbox 360. They're both free, at least the demo version, and each one is about like an hour and a half worth of gameplay. So they allow you to get to the very beginning boss, and after that you have to buy the game.
You have sprung.
That's how I actually got introduced into it. I was searching for some games to play on the Xbox 360 and came across this game. Looked interesting, tried it out, and I actually wanted it. And I've beaten it on the console, and I've beaten it on PC. Oh, that big old rumble. And this is the troll. This is what your animal can turn into. And as you can tell, if you look at him, he has knockback, and he's immune to knockback. There are enemies in this game that also... Ooh, hello! I just noticed my health. We're going to use that. Oh, use the potion, thank you. I just noticed my health there for a moment. Trying to explain the game, and I'm almost about to die. Good boy Brink. What's up, buddy?
Did Syl send you after me? She must have thought I was in over my head again. Well, she's right. These monsters are getting stronger, and I could use your help. I'm going after the fiend that was attacking Syl on the bridge. Will you join me?
No problem. I got you back. You got my bow. And you have your phase beasts and stuff like that. Opens a portal. Phase beasts are a unique thing in this game, where if you kill them, you tend to open portals to secret areas that allow you to have like bonus loot and stuff like that too. Or you may come across fighting it. Yes. We'll get to that little section here in a moment. Once we kill these guys. Oh, you're jumping down. Okay. Yeah, it just keeps... yeah, I know. Thank you for telling me. Alright, we're going to switch over back to our ricochet. And we're going to use potion. Sometimes you'll see little mine parts of the wall that have like these little wooden shafts. These rat men will actually come down in hordes. Or they'll be like wooden mine shafts, and a whole crap ton of enemies will come out. And we just got our first gem, which is an amethyst. Correct, deep ember. I call them amethyst because that's basically what they are. But it says, to weapons, 1 armor degrade per hit, to armor and trinkets, 2 dexterity attributes. So. Okay, we got our first boss. We're going to switch over to this. Sir, you're going to have to die. Get out of here with that man like that. 272 for our fame. Awesome, awesome. That troll boy over here, you're going to have to die, sir. Sir. Thank you. The Alchemist is the only one I know of so far that I've played through this game. Is one that actually gets minions. But there are spells that allow you to actually summon minions, like skeletons and stuff like that. So, which is pretty cool. So we're going to come over here. We're going to level up this, because that increases our range for our bows and stuff like that. Put our 2 points into here. Do that. Check our inventory here. Shoulders.
That isn't possible.
Yeah. Here we go, level 4. I'm not using that because we're not an alchemist. Identified scroll, got some gold. And gold's like an automatic pickup, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about having to click on every single piece of gold. Especially for you OCD people. I know that's a pretty big thing. And I'm pretty sure this might be our first mimic, because that looks oddly suspicious. If you see a chest in this game that looks oddly suspicious out of place, it's a mimic. You know, there's no chains on the side that you can tell whether it's a mimic or not. And it takes your portal back to where you normally came from. So let's find out. Oh no, it wasn't. That's a shocker. There are trap chests in this game too, so be careful. Some will shoot out electric, some will actually have a bomb in them. Some will shoot out poison. And they hit really hard, so be careful. I apologize if you hear me popping my knuckles. The other thing, there is a shared chest in this one. I played so much more Torchlight 2 than Torchlight 1. And I know with Torchlight 2, they do have a shared chest, so you can share items amongst your characters. I do not remember if Torchlight 1 has that. We'll check that out once we get to the actual boss fight. And yeah, these little purple ghoul guys. These are the guys I was talking about. They'll come in swarms. Oh, sir, you can die. Where the hell are you going? Attack the enemy right there. Thank you. Now let's go around and check to get a better view. I know I've seen some of the gameplay. The oldest video for Torchlight 2 is like 2 years old. And that person did an alchemist, so I'm gonna mix it up a bit for you guys. Alchemist is a little more cooler. It's probably my favorite character. Earth Drinker the Vengeful. Well, go drink on that. Okay, we got our first spell. First spell scroll. Awesome. Alright, that's gonna pull down. See, it summons a flaming sword, which is actually pretty cool. You can use this for yourself, or you can give it to your pet. So, choice option over there. Let's see can we use this stuff? Level 4. Okay, we're not gonna bother that. I'm pretty sure we can just. Okay, yeah, we can. Awesome. Give ourselves a hat. You can immediately just throw it over you if you hold your shift button. It just immediately just clicks over. These are shoulders. Oh, up there. That works. Ooh, we got our first pair of rare boots. Awesome. 17 goddamn dexterity. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Ooh, we got our first rare boat too. You guys are getting the good stuff. 17 dexterity. Alright, we'll hold on to that stuff. What the hell is this? Red bug, oh, it's a pair of boots. Alright, put those babies on. Might ditch those. Yeah. And you have your 4 spell slots over here. Your pet gets 2. I usually just go with health and buff. I can't speak. Health and buff for your pet. Just helps them stay. And your pets can die. So just to give you that, you know, if you think your pets are invincible, no, they can die in this game. They just come back on a timer, so you may have to wait like 5 minutes ish for your pets to come back. They do come back. They're not permanent dead, so don't worry about that. I don't want to see any tears in the comments about, oh, your pets die permanently. I'll never get them back. No, don't worry. They come back. We go up here. Yes, I know trap has been sprung. Thank you very much. That's why I'm a ranged character. Not all barrels you see are safe, so be careful. As you just heard him say. I believe this. We're having a group hug over here? What's going on here? Oh, and if you don't like spiders, I wouldn't recommend the dungeons. And not this dungeon. There's They have infinite dungeons in this game, so you can just grind out as much as you want if you're like hunting for certain set pieces and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And they do have difficulty levels on them too. On difficulty, I cannot speak to it. I apologize. Difficulty levels on them too. Some of them will have like a set level, and some of them will have a question mark. And they have a question mark that usually tends to mean they have really high levels in them, so be wary of that if you decide to do some dungeon hunting. You look oddly suspicious. I said that about the last couple of chests, and they didn't turn out to be mimics. Let's get a heal up here real quick. Just in case. Aha! I knew it! Get out of here, you little turd. Like I said, you see a chest that's oddly suspicious in an area that it shouldn't be, it's a mimic. So these are our 3 characters. We should be pretty close to getting to the boss area. I think we may go one more level, and then we reach the boss level. Ooh, wait a minute, I just seen him. Oh, that's a health bot, never mind. And you can hold shift to hold still into fire too. Awesome, awesome. We got level 4. We don't have a 17 dexterity though. Which do we have? Ooh. Why is there stuff in red? Huh. Might be a bonus. Yeah, let's get to that 17 dexterity. And let's put the rest in our defense. Just in case. Let's see, most of the stuff we gotta wait till level 5. Not really gonna need that. Ricochet is still really good. I have that on my higher level character. At this point, level part thing. Your skills can be maxed out. They reach like level 10, and there are like say if you're like level 5 and your next skill will be required to be level 8. So you will come across sometimes stuff like that. In this case, bombard gun, aka a blunderbuss. Where the hell is our pet button at? Which we're not using, so that can go bye-bye. Put some clothing on this woman. Get our nice bow out here. You can have that. Get a new fancy pair of boots. 10 armor, 5 degree, 3 health, stomp hit. Awesome, awesome. And you can have this hat too. And some weapons are socketed, and you do get a secondary backup, so you can switch between your 2 weapons that you want. So there's that too. Oh, hello, sir. Axe Flinger the Fierce, huh? Alright. See what you got. Oh, I know what you got. You got death? Because you're dead? Get out of here. Come on over here. Come on, guys. Pick up the piss. Ooh, we got our first ring. Too bad we don't have any Devil's Skulls. Yeah, you can stop draining the life of my partner over there. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Not buying what you sell. Get out of my way. What's this? Okay. It's toward the assassin, huh? Well, you're dead. Not really too worried. I think your potions can stack up to 20 or 30, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. It's been so long since I played Torchlight. Usually when I stick to a genre of game, it's usually just tends to be that. So I've got like gone through my Call of Duty and Battlefield phases and stuff like that, and went through my Skyrim one, and now I'm playing League of Legends. Wouldn't mind trying Heroes of the Storm, which is the Blizzard version of it, but the problem with that is that if my computer right now can barely run League the way it is, which is really annoying, it is not touching Heroes of the Storm, because that game is like same size as Minecraft, which is like almost 2 gigabytes to run, and it's an MMO, so if you guys don't like those, well. Most people tend to be an FPS shooter or RPG like Souls or Call of Duty and stuff like that. So. Just saying, you guys are missing out. You know, missing out on the fun, missing out on the rage, missing out playing with stupid people. Of course, you guys probably deal with that with enough of that for the rest of your days, so. Oh, wait a minute, is that the hidden chest? Oh, it's just a box. Thought they were holding down on us. And your damage does show too, so if you're going in the higher levels and your damage is in white, that means your damage is way too low and you might want to go grind up. So. And gold, as you can see, is I'm doing the amount of damage needed, and red is the crit. So, what you guys selling over here? Ooh, sir, that's not very nice. Did you just kill him, please? Thank you. Hope your guys' Wednesday's going good. Oh, we got another plunger. Nice. Keep getting one more of these, we're gonna be a full-time plumber. I know, cheesy, corny jokes. Some people like them, some people don't. Because it all really depends who you are. I'll try to do the best as possible to clear out the entire maps. This is just like, you know, the first video, so. But some of these maps are pretty big maps too, so they would take like a good solid 10-15 minutes to clear out. Oh, we have a next boss, and he happens to be a troll. Hooray. He's not a troll? What the hell is the boss? Oh, it's you. Oh, he's a rat man. Black Church the Overseer? Where did that name was? Well, he's dead. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Okay, now we're level 5. See our Frost Pylum, Fire Piercing Ice, throw a Spear of Ice, we got our crits. Stab, that's more like daggers if you want to play more of like an assassin type build. Armor Expertise, and this is more of your elemental stuff. Dual wielding, which we're not doing, so. Oh yes, Flame Trap. If you've ever played Diablo, this is basically works the same way. It throws out a little trap and it just spits out some sort of element. Awesome stuff to have, especially later in the game, because it will save your butt through crowd control. So it's definitely worth picking up. And we're actually going to switch you out for you. So it's definitely worth it, especially with boss fights. Because you will come across rooms where it's just nothing but a crap ton of minions and several bosses. You know, and they do not play fair. You know, it looks like we had a couple of Denflying Scroll Rings. Or, Denflying Scroll Rings. Let's see, we got a pet over here. You can keep that, because we're not using that. Not using that either. Shoulders, I'm going to bother that. We got 2. Alright. What we got here? 6 ice damage. Awesome. And when it says the increased cold, I guess that's okay. Oh, belts. We definitely need belts. What? Oh, we already have a belt. Never mind. Give this up to you. This should be the... Okay, thank you. Yes, I know that. This should be the level for where we fight the boss. Yes, it is. Okay, Dank Chamber. This is where you have your first boss fight. And it can be somewhat tricky, so be wary. And if I remember correctly, if you die in this game, you can either pay out gold or you can reset back at the town, but you'll have to go through the entire dungeon. I mean, like, all the levels all over again. So be wary of that. And he's going to run over there.
Now I have you. What have you done with Ulrich?
I am here, Brink. I sent for Syl, but I don't recall inviting you or your friend. You may still prove useful, however. Still.
He's an alchemist. Then your character tries to help out by absorbing some of the power. So he's an ice boss. And basically what you've just seen is Ulrich, pretty much like a giant ass he is, ended up betraying us. He got corrupted by the Emperor. And he basically turned Brink into a giant monster. Sorry, buddy. Had to put you down. Ooh, we got a pair of rares.
No! What has happened? Alas, my friend.
Sorry.
You say this is Ulrich's doing? His summons was a trap. But why? The corruption here must have overwhelmed his mind. I can't believe it's so powerful. Yes, yes. See, it's touched you as well. Light is spreading through you, and if we don't find a way to stop it, you'll meet the same fate as Brink. I'm sorry I brought you into this. I'll do my best to cure you. Meet me in Torchlight, and I'll tell you my plan.
Okay.
You have gained a task.
I know I gained a task and I want those gloves. I'm here for the loot.
You have
Oh, crap. Did it literally just hit me with bleed? Seriously? Yeah, go around there. Pick that up. Thank you. Make sure you scour the ballast rooms because they tend to have little hidden chests around. It should be it. Loot. Thank you very much. Got a sword, quarterstaff, potions, smalls. Alright. So this is the portal that will take you back to town. And it's also your waypoint. So some areas may actually have that before entering down into another area. So that's Torchlight 1. Like I said, I might have found out the whole screen resolution thing of how I could actually have it set. So we will still be playing Age of Mythology. This is just a test video. So we'll be going back and forth between this and Age. I will try TFT on here just to see how well it works if my computer can handle League. Like I said, I don't know why this gaming tower has more power than my laptop. Yeah, my laptop has no problem running League, so no idea. But I'll keep you guys updated about that. So hope you guys enjoyed Torchlight. Like I said, I'll be posting more of this and Age of Mythology for you guys. And we'll catch you guys in the next game video. Thanks, guys.